Test 1 2, mic check 1 2, test 1 2, checking audio 1 2, test 1 2, check 1 2, test 1 2, check 1 2.
Good morning, Keller Williams. Well, it's actually 2 weeks today that we started this process, and they say this is the new normal. It's one that I'm not getting very used to. I miss visiting the market centers and having face-to-face contact, but as you know, in these times, I think it's best said by the Chief Medical Officer and the Premier is stay home, stay safe. In staying home and staying safe, we also need people out there working. And I just wanted to reach out and say, if you're running into these people, take a minute and thank those that continue to serve our community through this difficult time. Courage is grace under pressure. The doctors, the hospital staff, nurses, first responders, pharmacy, police, firefighters, EMTs, delivery drivers, restaurant workers, truck drivers, grocery store employees, and last but not least, I was thinking of this morning on the way up here, is the people who pick up your garbage week in and week out. Those people are on the job serving us. In regards to the COVID-19, here's a map. If you want to feel safe, I think you can go to Zone 6 and Zone 7. There's no reported cases in those two zones as of yet. We did this up, start to prepare for this yesterday morning, and the actual total cases to date is actually 68 and not 66. And I just wanted to go over these two cases, or one of these cases, for my folks in St. John. 2 cases have been confirmed, bringing the total number to 68. 2 of those people have since fully recovered. The new confirmed cases are an individual aged 30 to 40, Zone 2, St. John region. Public Health is advising people who have visited the Shoppers Drug Mart at 175 Old Hamtown Road in Quispamsis on the dates below. They were potentially exposed to COVID-19. March 18th, 3:30 to midnight. March 19th, 11:30 to 8:30 p.m. and March 26th, 8:15 to 11:45. In addition to that, individuals who visit the Shoppers Drug Mart at 57 Lansdowne Avenue in St. John on the date below were potentially exposed to COVID-19, and that's March 20th from 10 a.m. to 4:15 p.m. Anyone who was in those stores during those times should self-monitor and call 811 if they're having any symptoms. The other thing to report on this is that most of the cases thus far have been because of international travel outside of the U.S., people coming back. But as of yesterday morning, there has been a diagnosed case of it being contracted by community with no ongoing travel of any kind. So that brings us to a whole new development now, because now it's community. So saying that, we are very, very exposed to and need to be very diligent and careful of who we talk to, surround ourselves with, because if it is community, we have no idea whether or not those people are actual carriers of this COVID-19 virus. And it brings me back to look at the the paper that I discussed last week from the New Brunswick Real Estate Association in regards to real estate is essential, but some of our delivery may not be essential as opposed to non-essential. And it's talking about, and we went through this, homes and properties with a pending sale, with conditions to be satisfied, homes, properties with a firm sale not yet closed, and sellers with homes and properties for sale, and buyers that want to just go, that are just starting to look for a house, and sellers that just want to put their properties on the market. I think with this community thing, I think that you need to be extra careful in regards to serving both your buyers and sellers, and you need to make sure that you're asking lots and lots of questions. If we look at, where are we here? Can we go back here? So we're still trying to flatten the curve. So you need to still stay home and stay safe. But as you can see, the curve is starting to come down, but we're not quite there yet. If anyone has watched the news yesterday, Chief Health Dr. Russell and our Premier Blaine Higgs was very upset with people in the St. Martin's and New River Beach area on the weekend, where they drove there in droves because it was a very beautiful day on the weekend, and there was no practicing of social self-distancing of any kind, and he was quite upset. It's very important that if you're out and about, is that you practice social distancing. And if there's a crowd coming towards you, you might need to divert the area and get out of there, because this is the only way that we're going to be able to combat this terrible virus that we have going. If we look at the next page, showing policies, what I did is we looked at various things. So he said, thank you for the interest in our property. Given the evolution of the COVID-19 crisis, we have implemented the following protocols in order to prioritize the health and safety of our clients and our community, while also ensuring that buyers are able to obtain the information they need to make an offer. Prior to scheduling a property showing, we should urge all buyers to view the photography or video tour, read the property spec sheet, and ask any questions that the answers may deter you from this property. Prior to confirming the property showing, you must confirm that no one attended the showing, i.e. your clients and you, have recently traveled anywhere outside New Brunswick or has been in contact with anyone who has traveled to China, Italy, Ireland, or Spain. No one attending the showing, i.e. your clients and you, has had any of the following symptoms in the last 14 days: fever, dry cough, shortness of breath, difficulty breathing. The dry cough that you hear me having, this is an annual thing. I get it, I've had it for the last 5 years, so I can assure you right now that I'm not, I don't have COVID-19. No one attending the showing, i.e. your clients or you, shall come in contact with anyone with confirmed diagnosis of COVID-19 in the past 14 days. The clients agree to follow the COVID precautionary measures, including the wearing of masks and gloves during the showing, which they will bring with them to the location. Number 3, the vendor will, by choice, allow the showing to proceed under the following conditions. The vendor will turn all the lights, open all the doors, kitchen cupboards prior to showing. The agent will meet the clients at the location with a face mask, rubber gloves, and sanitizing wipes. The agent will ensure the client have their masks and gloves and will maintain social distancing. The agent will wait outside while the buyers complete the walkthrough. If there is an opportunity for the buyers to live stream the video to the agent outside during the walkthrough, it might provide a real insight into the buyer's response to the property and a video audit for the vendors. There will be no touching as everything has been opened already. Once the buyers complete the walkthrough and come outside, they will be given the opportunity to ask any questions that they may have. Once the buyers have gone, the agent will enter the home with a mask and gloves and will close all the doors, turn off all the lights while wiping down everything as you go. Once completed, you will lock the property, wipe the door handle, wipe the key, and then put it back in the key box, then wipe the lock box as well. This is to be able to practice social distancing as well from the realtor and the clients going to the property. It will give your vendors some sense of satisfaction that you've taken every precaution you could have taken to ensure that the house gets shown, but at the same time, his property has been under due care and attention in regards to wiping down the doorknobs and the light fixtures. And one would say, well, why would you want to do that if they left them open and they left the lights on? Just leave with everything done and they can do it themselves when they get home. Although that is a possibility, there are times when you let buyers into the house and you tell them not to touch anything, and they actually go and touch something that they shouldn't have touched when you told them to. This way here, when the agent goes back in and shuts the lights, wipes off the switch plates, and shuts the doors and wipes off the door handles as they push them in, the vendor can feel confident that the agent has left their house in as good a care or better than when they entered it. So that's the policy that we're going to implement going forward. The next page is a is a brief document of the we're reviewing an electronic signature version, which has all parties sign off on their understanding of the new COVID-19 showing policy. This policy is I looked at it from various brokerages yesterday, made some changes to it. I need to review this with Scott and Amanda after this meeting, and then we'll find a way to get it into your hands, hopefully in the next couple of days, so that that by signing this off, everyone understands. We have a document that we got on file, and all the players understands where we're going and how serious this is right now. And when they talk about non-essential showings, well, in regards to buyers wanting to see a house, I can understand that buyers want to see a house because they don't want to buy a house sight unseen, although we've had many that have bought houses sight unseen over the last couple of weeks. We want to be able to ensure that we're living up to our expectations of our vendors who really want to sell their house. And if we can do it with the utmost caution and respect for all concerned, I think that we can do this business in a very professional and ethical manner that at the end of the day, we serve both the buyer and the seller at the highest level. So, KW Capital is doing this every day to ensure the success of all our agents in New Brunswick. We are not only on the right path, in most cases we're paving the path for you. So look for the better models and systems, the way that we can take you further, then adopt new thinking, new skills, and new relationships to help you put them into action. The One Thing by Gary Keller. In regards to technology, we talk about technology every time because of the amount of technology that Keller Williams has to offer to you day in and day out during these troubling times. There has been a lot of people that reached out to me and said that, hey, listen, I'm finally getting connected with command. I'm looking at opportunities. I've been out there looking at the referral systems. I kind of like that. So it's encouraging for your leadership to know that while things may not be as normal as they once were, and we don't know what that new normal is, we do know that we have some people that are taking the time and effort to work in and on their business from the technology point to ensure that when this is over, we will be in a great position so that we can pivot and move through this very robust spring season that's only been delayed for maybe a month or two. Technology is rewriting the rules, reinventing job descriptions, creating new industries, and eliminating others. I'm ready to rewrite the rules if you are. Gary Keller is rewriting the rules every single day. This guy is a visionary. There is no question about it. He thinks and he knows that he's been through many, many shifts, not quite one with a pandemic like we have, but he's always been able to move his people in the right direction through all of the shifts prior to this one. And I'm very, very confident that if we follow the leader in regards to what he's got planned, is that we will weather the storm and be better off on the other side. So in regards to the TAPS command schedule, I'm pleased to say that last Friday when I said that Scott and I and the rest of your leadership has embraced David Whalen, the Director of Technology, to take on the role of ensuring that we find out where our people are and where they want to go. We had 19 people sign up just after the session. As we can see, we went from 64% to 48% not scheduled within 3 hours from live streaming on Friday. I will ask each and every one of you who have not scheduled the appointment with David, if you could please jump on and do so. If you're not interested in the technology, that's okay. We're fine with it. We're just trying to ensure that we can take your business to whatever level you want in the adoption of technology. If it's only a little bit, that's great. If it's none at all, that's great. But we do want to make sure that we reach out to everyone and give everyone the opportunity to be able to be part of this, simply because it's there. We spend a lot of money on it, and we know that it will help you leverage your time and your energy, and will definitely put more money in your pocket when things get better. In regards to the command training resource, this slide has been given to you each and every time we do these sessions. There are a lot of great speakers from the Keller Williams International that starts at 12 o'clock. Every 20 minutes or a half hour, there's a different speaker. These are high-end speakers. These are people who do over $1 million in GCI and sell 2,000 ends a year in all of these things. So there's some great tidbits of information. So if you're not doing anything from 12 to 6 and you wanted to go on KW Connect and go to the live stream stuff, you can pick whatever session that might be of interest to you, and at least maybe take a couple of nuggets from that and put in and on your business. So together we achieve more. At Keller Williams, when we work as a team to encourage, support, and train, mentor others, our individuals' goals are exponentially influenced in a very positive way. One of the things that I think that we're so proud of at Keller Williams is our culture. Our culture is what defines us, and our culture is what's going to help us move through this next number of weeks or months or however long this may last. When you choose to join Keller Williams, you join forces with the most dynamic real estate company in the world. We are proving this every day. Thank you to everyone who are selflessly sharing their knowledge and experience with new agents and co-workers. It's tremendous to see that all of us, whether you're new in the business or just been around for a while, how caring we are, and we support each and every one that comes through that door. I haven't announced this in the last few sessions, but I just wanted to make an announcement in regards to 5 people who have joined Keller Williams sometimes in March. And if you see them around your office, say hi to them, welcome them, and support whatever you can to help them. Mark Sabian, St. John, Josh Fawcett in Moncton, Rachel McFarland in Fredericton, Timmy Arsenault in Bathurst, and Evan Young in St. John. Welcome aboard with Keller Williams. You're in for a very, very worthwhile experience. Our goal is to help each and every one of you develop your skills and your business to a level that you can live a life by design and live life large. No one succeeds alone, and at Keller Williams we have created a culture where everybody wins. Gary Keller, founder and chairman of the board. Live it, love it, and win big. In closing, if you have any concerns, any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out. Scott and I are available anytime that you have a question or concern. This week we will be making calls. I think 10 days ago, all of us had calls to make. We have a new list, so you'll be getting a call from someone other than who talked to you last week. This is a way for us to reach out to you to make sure that you're safe and your family is safe and you're healthy, and it's our way to ensure that all of you are healthy and safe, because we care about your well-being at this particular time. So thank you. Have a great day, and we'll certainly talk to you with another update on Friday. Bye for now.